Hello, welcome to my Wednesday wisdom session. I haven't been on since the weekend when I was with Andrea on Lilac Lantern channel, and we discussed the collective energies that's happening in some countries at the moment. So that was a really interesting session. Today I thought I'd just pop on because I can feel the energy of the world at the moment through me, and it's I did a meditation this morning and was just asking from the source energy where to head today in terms of what I could be useful for on YouTube. So I got 3 words, and the 3 words that I thought we could dive into and see, I wrote them down, and they were just it was just like to question source on these 3 words and where to go with these 3 words at the moment. Not so much of what it means, but just how to manage the words, and they were fear, blame and love. So that was really interesting for me, because we all have our conceptual ideas of what fear is, and people are just blaming, is the pointing of fingers and the blaming backwards and forwards is just everywhere at the moment, and I think we're being shown something through that. And love, of course, what is love? We feel that we know it, but maybe there's a more powerful way of understanding it that could be useful at the moment as well. So yes, welcome. I'm getting used to YouTube, and so I'd love it if you put some questions to me on what you'd like to hear about, because I think I'll probably have one day. It might end up being Wednesday morning as Wednesday wisdom. And bring it through. I haven't got to going live yet, but I'm sure that'll come as well. So yeah, just for now. So if we're just quieting down, and I'll just ask source. I'm just going to take one card for those words. So we'll start off with fear as the first one, and I'll just shuffle my cards, my 20-year-old cards. I'll take the camera down in a minute when I get that shuffle. I might be able to do that. Let's see. Bringing it down to about there. Yeah, there we go. Hope you can hear me too. I've been working on getting this little micy thing happening. I hope it's not making the wrong noises now. Okay, we're just going to ask, what do we do with fear? As we feel fear coming up within ourselves, how do we manage? What do we do with it? What's a deeper understanding? So I'm going to take the card from the top. Ah, interesting. There we go. So the Knight of Cups comes out. The Knight of Cups comes out upside down, a right way up for you guys, but upside down for me. So the opposite of trust, and that's what this is. This means trust to me, moving forward in trust. So the opposite of that is fear. So it's just that yin and yang, isn't it? That positive and negative. Can we learn to, see it in that way, that fear and trust operate together through a way for us to move forward? I think that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that everything we look at, whether it be black or white, good or bad, right or wrong, positive or negative, they all have their opposite. And when we look around at our world, that's what's going on at the moment, all the opposites. But higher source energy would say that's how we balance as well. That's how the tides go in and the tides go out. And we don't stand there and get fearful. We know that the tide goes out, and we know that it'll come back in. We don't fear that, we trust that. So I'm feeling that this is what source energy wants us to understand, that if there's a lot of fear arising collectively at the moment, we can dive to that deeper place, that deeper understanding in ourselves, and sit with the knowing that this will change into something positive or something that is comfortable. Right now it's really uncomfortable, But knowing that, you know, when we go to sleep at night time, the sun goes down and the dark comes over us, but we don't say, I'm too scared that the morning's not going to come. So this is big, what we're going through as in humanity, but out of it's coming something that we're going to all be much more comfortable with. Faith. Have faith. Okay, that's actually that was what do we do with fear. So that felt good to me. That felt steady. It's steadying me in what I'm picking up as well, collectively, because we're all connected. You know, doesn't matter what part. I'm in Australia. You go, and a lot of you are, some are in Australia, but I know I have a lot of subscribers that are in the States at the moment, and Canada, and India, and New Zealand, and thank you so much for subscribing. I hope that felt okay for you, because it felt good to me. So the next big one's blame. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at seeing what comes through. What do we do with blame? Because we want to blame, you know. If that wasn't happening, we wouldn't be feeling this way. If they weren't doing that, we wouldn't be having to deal with this. You know, they're causing our suffering. We want to blame. We just so want to blame. And it puts us in this stressful, and we give ourselves mentally a hard time as we think about that. So let's have a look. I'll bring you down again. I think that's working okay. Okay. So Source, we're just tapping in here to find out what do we do with when we feel we want to blame, that it's everything that's going on that's causing our suffering. I think that was coming out that way. It was. Oh, interesting. Queen of Cups. Be sensitive. Okay. Sensitive. And it's up the right way for you, and it's round the wrong way for me. So our sensitivity is where we react. So I'll bring that up again. So our reactions come from how we wear our hearts out on our sleeve. You know, this very, very sensitive, intuitive Queen of Cups can sometimes need to be protected in some way. So our feelings, and we're wearing them sort of outwardly. They're outside of us rather than inside of us. And mostly I think that's good if we can express, you know, we're allowing our feelings to be heard. But I think what guidance is giving me here is that when we blame, it's when we're seeing the fault outside of ourselves rather than what we're doing on the inside. Or it could be something to do with past reactions needing to be seen. So if our reactions are really big, then that probably means that we've got some big stuff going on from past pain that needs to be resolved. What do we do with blame? I'm not sure why I'm hearing this, but I'm hearing, you know, let's say thank you. Let's say thank you. Let's say thank you for the discomfort to Source Energy as we allow our sensitive selves to come home to ourselves and know that what's going on out there is showing us that we can have inner love for the parts of ourselves that are hurting at the moment, or fearful, or judging, or criticising. Because as we get into that, we're actually feeling like that ourselves. We're feeling like we're being criticised ourselves. You know, remembering when we're working with Source Energy, we're all connected. we're all sparks of God consciousness or divine consciousness. So as we are angry and as we are reactive, we're also very stressed. Whereas if we can say thank you for showing us the parts of ourselves that are reactive, and maybe we can take from our higher source, our higher self, our soul, we can take care of the parts that are really hurting at the moment and are fearful and sensitive and blaming. They've got a reason to, that part of us has got a reason to feel that way because of what's happening. But to be more gentle towards the part of our personality that's upset, to be really from our higher self, be gentle. And that's what the Queen of Cups, she's such a gentle energy, but she's also very emotional. So she's a queen who can take care of the emotions through that divine source energy that we all are. Okay. I feel like that's explained it. Blame is just a reaction from depending on how deeply hurt we've been, and that we have a reason to feel the way we feel, but it's possibly not necessary to outwardly project that, more to notice it and to love that part of ourselves more deeply. I hope that was useful. Okay, one more. Love. That feels better. That feels better. I had peace written down there, but I think I had that written down because of that's what I did with it. I think that was today in my forecast that I do, weekly forecast. Today's affirmation was to do with peace, to focus on world peace. Or no, it was the focus point, focus on world peace. And the affirmation today was life is getting better. My life gets better and better in every way. So that's a really good affirmation to focus on today as well. My life gets better and better in every way. Okay, let's get back to the cards and focus on love. How do we use love? How can we deepen our understanding of love? I forgot to bring you down. Here we go. I have split them. Oh, all cups today. Interesting. Look at that. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Okay, and we've had all cups, haven't we? So this one, you know, the Ace of Cups is the hand coming from the heavens, divine love, bringing love in the cup. It's an offering. That card to me also means, you know, we're going through an incredible time of personal spiritual development, and it's waking humanity up. So with the love, if we stay with the love, knowing that this is what everything's about, is love, ultimately love is the gift. It is the gift that comes out of all that I think we were just talking about, out of fear and blame. Love is the gift. You know, I know that there's such a, you know, we talk about unconditional love and we talk about expectation love. Expectation love is there in a feeling of we can only love if, you know, when we have relationships, I can only love you if you do this or you do that or you treat me this way. In this message, love, you know, we're loved unconditionally. We are love. We are unconditional love. And that's the divine love. I asked, what do we do with it? So this is the giving, you know, it's coming in on the hand, it's the giving. So right now, the more love that we give, the more we offer love, this is what's needed, you know, this is so what's needed. It dissolves the fear, it dissolves the blame. You know, if we turn a light on in a dark room, no darkness can exist. So let's turn our lights on. You know, this is what Source is saying through this card. It's saying, let's turn our lights on. Let's offer the highest vibration of love right now. No darkness can exist if we do that. And watch it dissolve and come about and be something far more powerful than what. But we probably had to go through what we're going through as well to deepen this understanding. So what do we do with love? Well, certainly for me, that's my daily offering to myself, to my immediate, to my community, outwardly as far as I can go into the humanity. Any dark spots, I shine my light on. I do the best, and I think if collectively we can do that, how wonderful, how wonderful. So that will uplift the energy. And so if you don't become the dark spot, become the light that's shining on the fear. How nice is that? Okay, I've also, before I started this session, when I was asking, I also pulled, I won't go into the whole, but I did pull an Australian wildlife card, and what I got was the butterfly, which really lines up for me with this as well, because, you know, the butterfly comes out of the caterpillar and transforms into something absolutely beautiful. So this gives me hope, this gives me faith that we're all transforming into something where it's going to be far more beautiful. And we know that we've entered the Aquarian age and we're here for it. So I'm just going to send love to everyone there that's challenged at the moment. Our hearts are with you. And yeah, just shine your light, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.